Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Oilers Rundown, broadcast on the Oilers Fanatic and the Heavy Hockey Network. As I said last night, Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you to all of my amazing subscribers, all of our subscribers at the Heavy Hockey Network. Appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you all had an amazing time last night. And here we are on the first day of 2025. Hopefully it's another exciting year for the Edmonton Oilers, an exciting year for all of you. Obviously, it was a great way to end out 2024 last night with a big 4-1 win over Utah HC. Can't wait till those guys finally have a team name. It's kind of silly calling someone Utah HC, but we should have that later this year. Something else to look forward to in 2025. So it was a big night for the Edmonton Oilers. Connor McDavid, with 1,036 points, closed out 2024 in style as he surpassed Mark Messier, who had 1,034 points, for the third most points in Edmonton Oilers history. So a historic night for Connor McDavid. There's going to be many more of those to come this year, but we just know we're so lucky, fortunate as Edmonton Oilers fans to have Connor McDavid and to have arguably the second best player in the game in Leon Draisaitl. He's just having an amazing year. Leon Draisaitl, with 10 goals and 14 assists in 13 games, was named the NHL's second star of the month for December. He is just absolutely on fire right now. Insider Bob Stauffer had this recap of last night. Good bounce-back effort from the Edmonton Oilers. McDavid with 2 assists and 2 points. Connor Brown, 2 assists, 2 points. Reunite for a little Erie Otters magic. Connor McDavid with 3 goals, 20 assists for 23 points. And Leon Draisaitl, who picked up 1 goal last night. He has 10 goals, 14 assists for 24 points. Both of them on 12-game heaters. Stuart Skinner, solid with 27 saves. The Edmonton Oilers going 12-3-1 over their last 16 games played. We were all frustrated with the efforts against the Anaheim Ducks and Los Angeles Kings on the weekend, so to see the Oilers come back with a really strong effort at home, at Rogers Place, in front of their fans with a big 4-1 victory was just the perfect way to end out 2024. The Edmonton Oilers get a chance for a little more redemption on Friday when they take on the Anaheim Ducks once again. The Anaheim Ducks gave them all they could handle in their game on the weekend, so the Edmonton Oilers better show up ready to play. They have owned the Anaheim Ducks for the most part, but I think last game proved the Ducks are making strides, and the Edmonton Oilers just cannot show up with a subpar effort and expect to beat them anymore. They are the better team, clearly, but they have to show up, treat them with respect if they are going to take them down. Another big thing to note from last night was the big roster shakeup from the Edmonton Oilers. It ended up being Zach Hyman with Connor McDavid and Connor Brown. Connor Brown really coming through for the Edmonton Oilers lately. As we mentioned, he picked up a couple assists last night. He has just looked fantastic lately and definitely did not look out of place there on the number 1 line. Podkolzin, Draisaitl, and Arvidsson have been a bit of a staple so far. They continue to look great. Janmark, Nuge, and Kapanen together on the third line. Nuge did go with McDavid and Brown for a beautiful passing play goal last night that ended up in a goal for Nuge, so a little bit of a breakup there, but Janmark, Nuge, and Kapanen looked good as well. Jeff Skinner did come back into the lineup with Adam Henrique and Corey Perry. On defense, that stayed pretty much the same. Ekholm and Bouchard, Nurse and Stetcher, Kulak and Emberson. Jeff Skinner, we talked about in my last video. I just don't think the guy has a future with the Edmonton Oilers. He did get back into the lineup, like I said, but once again, on the fourth line, it's frustrating, right? Like, if you're a Jeff Skinner fan, I have nothing against the guy personally, but where does he fit in this lineup? It's just really hard without some key injuries or stuff like that, and even when the Oilers have had injuries, it's seemingly other guys getting the opportunity over Jeff Skinner. So with a $3 million price tag, and I imagine Jeff Skinner can't be happy here with how things are going with the Edmonton Oilers, so I think he would be open to a trade despite his trade protection. So as I mentioned, I won't go through the whole thing again. I don't think Jeff Skinner has a future here with the Edmonton Oilers, but there could be big surprises, so let's see what happens here over the next few weeks and months before the trade deadline, but will not be surprised if Jeff Skinner is not an Edmonton Oiler past the trade deadline. But for right now, seeing guys step up like Connor Brown is just amazing to see for this team. A big 4-1 victory to get back in the win column to end out 2024 right was amazing to see, and hopefully on Friday the Oilers can continue to stay in the win column with a much better effort against the Anaheim Ducks, coming off one of their worst efforts of the year last weekend. So I think that's all I got for now, guys, but let me know your thoughts on last night's game. How do you think the Oilers have looked lately? Are you happy with the way 2025 is starting for the Edmonton Oilers? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.